I am Ivonne Montealegre, and this is Poker Face, your podcast about poker, life, how to keep a poker face. I'm here on episode 6 with my friend Antoine Degiorgio. Before there were community managers, Antoine was already creating a community in Malta, and now the site that you manage, the Facebook page, Malta Poker Fish, is the go-to for poker players that want to explore poker in Malta. Welcome, Antoine.
Hi, Yvonne. How are you? Nice to be here.
I'm happy that you're here. Let's talk about you and your story. I admire the way that you've become a neutral ambassador. You promote all brands, Sigma Poker Tour, Malta Poker Festival, Battle of Malta. You promote all the tournaments equally because what you focus on is promoting the island.
Correct.
And this has been your trademark.
The population of poker players in Malta is not very large. It's very expensive to go abroad and play tournaments. So we're very lucky when yourself and other organizers host these great events in Malta. They're big. They're huge events, very successful, and it's only a benefit to the local players and for the island. That is the thing. We even have PokerStars now coming down, which is like the Roland Garros of poker, and we really look forward for these things to come on our little island. You know, it's amazing.
Antoine, walk us through, and our viewers, what has happened. What has been the development of live poker in Malta since 10 years ago?
Oh, wow. Well, you were the one who kind of gave it the mega push in the old days when we used to have those international events, and some of them didn't continue coming to Malta and then it just became stability. You started to do yourself the events, Porto Marzo, and slowly just grew. We have integrity, because great events, and we're lucky in Malta. We have the sun, St. Julian's. You have 1 kilometer squared. There's everything you ever desire, and nobody can beat us. We have the history card. We got the temples and all the historical sites with everything, which smart players go and visit as well. We always tell the players, get out of St. Julian's, go a bit around the beautiful island. Nobody beats us on that.
Do you credit the thriving iGaming industry in Malta as an iGaming hub, as a catalyst?
It definitely helped at the beginning. When we joined the EU and all the Finnish and Scandinavians came down to Malta, we broadened our knowledge. We learned more about the game. More players could come with higher stakes. Yes, we advanced 10 times faster, thanks to iGaming, and the people who were involved really knew poker. Could mention dozens of them who helped poker develop in Malta.
I've myself seen so many incredible pros on the island, people that you don't even expect or think. You're friends with most of them.
Yes.
Can you tell us a cheeky story about a poker pro? One of your favorite pros.
One of my favorite pros wins, I think, 2.6 million or 1.6 million, and adds up only cashing about 100 or 200,000. And the reason is he sold too much of his stake. But he was still very happy, paid all the money, came down to Porto Marzo, played a cash game, got drunk, and we still celebrated everything. But it hurts to give 1.4 million.
It's great for the community.
His friends love him.
Yes, his friends. That's the kind of friend you want to have. I think, yes, it's a thriving community. But let's go a little bit down through history lane. 2015 saw 2 EPTs in Malta. Then, full stop. Can you give us an analysis of why this has happened, and now why is CPT back?
It's a delicate question. I love PokerStars. I love the brand. They've always helped us so much. In Malta for 15 years, they've given us charity events, anything we wanted, they always gave us. But EPT is business. EPT first one in Malta was mega, was amazing. When I walked into the casino, it was like I felt like a real fish, really small fish in a bigger aquarium. And then it got a bit greedy. We got another EPT and another, and I think it was 3 in 6 months, which is like, you don't need to be smart to realize that that's going to go bad on the last one. And then I cried for 10 years because that's what happens. This is why it's very important that every event is a success in Malta, for trust, that the events are, the next ones are successful. And thanks to geopolitics, some super nice people at PokerStars, because this year we were meant to have a 1K event, not a 5K event and 10K EPT. It was meant to be the smaller one. But with all the stars aligned, thanks to everybody at PokerStars and casinos and everything, and the government, the event is being held in Malta, which is amazing. It's something that any poker player should go experience.
Puts the island on the map again.
Exactly.
In the poker map that is so competitive. To host a poker tournament, you have to claim the date, the location. It's such an intrinsic, intense work.
And there's a lot of problems for the date. It's you organize. You know, I know in between when I know the tension that there will be, and there's a lot of investment, big monies, hotels.
Absolutely.
It's complicated. But for Malta, getting it back, so as you said, we're back on the map now. I don't think they'll do it every year, which is maybe better. But once it's here, we have to appreciate it. We really have to go and enjoy it and try it out, get the experience, to go and play it.
Antoine, you get asked this question a lot in your community page, the Malta Poker Fish. What can someone that plays online poker, live poker, expect when they relocate to Malta? What are the pluses?
There's too many good things in Malta. A lot of players do this. They actually post on the Facebook to actually share apartments. So even they do workshops together and make each other play better. Because by yourself,
absolutely.
And then you can compete, share notes. They rent an apartment, 3-bedroom. They're close to the casinos. You know, there's 3 casinos within 1 kilometer of between each other, but there's also too much fun in St. Julian. So it's highly recommended to come to Malta. It's great fun to play poker, grind. Just be careful of partying. There's a lot of things going on the island.
You can also play online.
Yes.
A lot of countries have restrictions.
And we have no taxes. And
no taxes on poker wins.
We are so lucky in Malta. When you go to other countries like Poland, Holland, there's so many limitations, even on deposits, websites. Like in Malta, you get to play any satellite you want on any way. All the licenses are from Malta. So
a hot topic right now is the new Trump bill.
Yes.
That totally punishes poker pros. Because 90% goes on taxes, you cannot claim on losses. It's a really complex jurisdictional approach.
I don't understand why we tax gambling, for a simple reason. Leave it America, even in Europe. Some countries tax, some countries don't, and it's all split. Each country has its own laws. It's a mess. The EU, online, and live is a mess. In Sweden, casino is closing. How can a casino close? Like, how can a casino go out of business? Basically, there needs to be some legislation, because what happens, with what's all this happening, what governments do, they tax more. They make more restrictions, more enforcement, less cash games or tournaments in the casino. You're just opening illegality. I go around Europe, every country that has restrictions and blocking of monies or transfers of money, you have illegal gaming. I saw it in Malta in COVID. As soon as they decided to make 500 tables for certain reasons, 30 legal cash games open. It's simple. The governments have to make it easy for everyone. And the more they're going to tax, the more there's going to be illegal gaming. And I don't understand why they just want to tax more gaming and gaming and gaming. What's the reason? What are we getting? If they're spending the money to help gaming addicts, to educate people, I can understand it.
It's undeniable you love the game. But something that I admire about your journey in poker is that every year you make sure we have a fantastic charity event.
Yes, and you've always helped promote it. You've even done it yourself for us many times, sponsored, get the sponsors. You know the fun of it.
What's happening this year?
Haven't decided yet. But yeah, will be something big as well. I'm tempted to make it small buy-ins now, 30 euros for everybody to come.
Yeah, it's great fun.
Yes, and Darm Bjorn, I'm getting more involved, like going down there, and we have like 3 or 4 poker rooms over there of named after us. We'll only keep one, the others will be...
To give our viewers some context,
yes.
Dar Bjorn is an association, a non-governmental organization funded by Bjorn Formosa, which...
who was in the poker community as well.
Correct, was in the poker community, and he is a patient of ALS. So in order to fund an ALS assistance room in this center, you have to contribute financially for it. And the poker community has actively funded rooms for ALS patients. And it's something that we are all proud of. And you've been spearheading this movement.
You get touched. Sometimes in life, you like even, for example, with Sigma, I had once it for Keith Kilimanjaro. That was touching as well. But I wouldn't go to Africa myself. It's like too much. But I appreciate the work. So we do the easy part. We collect the money and have fun.
It's a beautiful thing. Poker players are quite generous.
And also in the differences, even in the charity event, everybody, let's say, puts their hair down. We're allowed to be a bit more, let's say, more annoying than normally, or you can do a bit of a slow rolls, and it's to build fun and build it together and do loads of prizes. Like you remember last year, if you make the final table, you need a van to go home with prizes.
Yes, Neymar Jr. shirts everywhere. It was a beautiful event.
Yes,
it was a beautiful event.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
And I still haven't won one. I've won 15. I've come second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth.
Well, but just less than a year ago, you got your biggest score as a poker player,
yes.
which was in Tallinn, over 40K. Rosvadov, correct? Over 40K in winnings that one trip. Can you give our viewers some tips about how to deal with the pros? I mean, you're a recreational player, but these guys are machines that are studying.
Make friends with pros. I had the fortune in Malta that 15 years ago, these big pros came to play to Malta because of taxes. They came to Malta, and I happened to make friends with a few of them, and each one improved my game. And you have to listen, and you have to. Luckily, one of them is Dutch. He's not going to milk around and tell you, "Oh, you played well," or that. No, Antoine, you played crap. Simple as that. You have to learn. Play with pros. Watch pros. Don't be scared of them. They're scared as much as you. When you shove all in. I've seen you kill pros very easily. No, it's a learning game. You go there, and the beautiful about poker is, like even last Friday, we played the Friday Shark. Mm-hmm. With 4 very good players. Last 4, the least player won it. They shared it with someone else. And I gave him an advice, which he used it and destroyed us. He was showing his cards every time he folded on big blind. Too good. And I said, never show your cards, especially when there are 3 good players. Like
absolutely.
He stopped showing. The other players were looking at me. I said, yeah, we have to help them.
Yes, you were quite helpful. And can you tell someone that is at home and is wondering, I want to learn how to play poker?
It's hard to come I speak to these players, the new ones. They come in, they introduce themselves. especially even ladies, it's hard to come to the casino. It's not as we see it, like it's going to our living room, because I've been going. It's daunting. And when they come and they see too much aggressiveness or too much, when you see new players, help them, make them feel at home. In Hold'em, players don't talk too much together. Well, in Malta they do. But in mixed games, you get there's more like a mature crowd. So if you see a new player, we've had it so many times, they come for Svetten or Horse, a new player. We help them, and they win it. And that's, the locals, some of them used to get angry afterwards. Oh, look at this guy. No, that's poker. That's the fun of it. That's why people play poker, because, a fish, like me, can win big tournament, come in Rosvodov and do that. And it happens many times. That is the...
How fun it is to win a tournament that big.
Yeah.
Where you absolutely on cloud nine?
Yes, I actually came third. The thing is, I never realized it till the end, because also I went there for the mixed games, not for the Hold'em. So I just played the Hold'em just to get rid of it. Like to say I did my bit, the main event. And when you run good, you run good. It's the most important thing in those situations is not making mistakes. That is the and then it's the dynamics of the poker gods. There's so many things that take factors. You just have to remember, 150-50 can change the whole tournament around. But the fun part about that was obviously the TV table. I've done it before, but at Kings, it's different. At Kings, you've watched the WSOP, and finishing third is very disappointing, but very rewarding. You feel it's
absolutely. For me, just making a final table
exactly
is a thrill.
I was actually lucky even to make it to the final table, because I got a huge bad beat before. It's a beautiful journey, and I made really good friends with the players there. The guy came first, second.
Are you bracelet hunting?
I wish I was. I will one day. I will. I have to go one day.
Isn't that the dream?
Yeah. I would be one like wearing it in Porto Maso, like yeah.
Nice piece of jewelry, the World Series happening right now. And it's funny that you mentioned the community and studying in groups, because I was just listening to World Series of Poker organizers, and that's what they were saying. People come here with their friends, they share teachings about, because the percentage to win the World Series is 0.0009%.
And you need to run like God.
So you
and
just
the stamina, huh?
You just have to use it as the experience and learning as a very expensive training camp.
Exactly. Every tournament you play, 500 and everything, is a learning experience. And sometimes you can sit down and play a side event of 200 euros and you roll with pros. And sometimes you're taking 500 and they're all very weak players. Just have fun, learn, and you have to watch what they're playing. Take off these headphones and all that. Chat and follow the players. See what they're doing.
Time flies when you're with friends and having fun.
Exactly.
Antoine, just to give us like a last summary, where do you see the Maltese poker community going? The landscape of live poker in Malta going?
I think it's booming. I'm seeing a lot of Maltese playing. We have a small disadvantage that live poker in Malta starts at 25. Maltese players are not allowed to play between the ages of 18, not 18, from under 25, which I understand. There's some very good reasons, but they can play online.
Correct. Which creates a paradox.
And online is more dangerous to me than live, personally. It's much more easier to lose your money without people knowing. At the casino, there's friends, people, there's a system to protect you. But what happens is players come at the age of 25 to come and play at the casino. So they will be literally shaking, no clue. They're scared. They know how to play, and it will take them another year or two to develop, because developing life skills is totally different from online. The game is totally different. So we have that as a huge disadvantage, but loads of players are coming. It is just like a huge growth. We are lucky here. We're also cosmopolitan. We've got, being part of the EU, we've got all the Finnish, Swedish, Spanish, Portuguese, Costa Rican as well. We're international, and it's beautiful. And even when the same people come, like for MPF, if you've got the Germans, which I'm really good friends with, there's the Estonians, there's the Polish, and they come even twice, 3 times a year.
Is Malta turning into the Mediterranean Las Vegas?
Yes. No, we're better than Las Vegas. Las Vegas is bigger, huger, and all that. We are more exotic. How shall I say it? Vegas is Vegas. You know, we're a bit more exotic than them. But yes, Vegas is the holy.
You're an amazing ambassador for the game and for the island, and for that, all the community is very grateful. I've seen your work, sometimes quiet, sometimes when it's poker.
It's hard.
When it's poker, people can be very verbal, complaining about decisions.
I don't mind that, and they'll always do it. The issue sometimes what happens is it's too much. They complain for things which are whatever, and casinos sometimes.
But you're always listening.
Yes, but sometimes you have to get angry as well, which I don't like doing. But you have to do it sometimes. It's just get things clear. But it's good. Now we have a great community. It's great people, and we're lucky even to have 3 casinos next to each other and all that. And I'm seeing it really fun. I've been going lately more often recently because also it's fun. It's just like there's a good group of fun. It's not only just serious poker and all that. And we know we are a bit competitive.
Thank you for the work you do, and thanks for sharing your journey and your experience here at the Sigma Poker Tour podcast.
And we're looking forward. It's our first one coming now.
That's correct,
and
in September.
The buy-ins will suit all the locals.
Absolutely.
And, which is fantastic. We don't have many festivals that we can say we can all afford it. And it's the start of a great winter season, because then we have PokerStars, first festival series, PokerStars, MPF, and VOM. So
we got a very busy
money. We need to save up money.
We got a very busy season coming in Malta. I invite all the viewers to come over. Even the Sigma Poker Tour has free rolls for free. You sit down because they're sponsored events.
And even even players who aspire to go in the iGaming industry or anything, they should go there and make networking or something.
Networking. We've met all kinds of people at the poker tables.
Sigma, because I used to go to the charity events before. I used to go just because it was a charity event. I'm not into iGaming, but you can communicate because you meet the guy to the left, he does this. The guy to the right does exchange,
Absolutely.
and all that. And I learn as well, but it's if you want to go in that industry, that's another reason.
Yes. Thanks for coming to your podcast, Poker Face. It was a pleasure to have you, and thanks for the good work you put.
Thank you very much, Ivonne. Same thing to you. You've made poker 15 years ago, 12 years ago on the map and everything, and hope to keep on helping you,
Thank
Sigma, MPF,
Thank you.
Everything. All right?
Upwards and onwards.